Hey folks, so in this video I wanted to talk about fib retracement levels, and I wanted to give you the key areas that we want to pay attention to for SPY, the Dow, the IWM, and the Qs. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So the reason why the fib retracement levels work really well in 2023 is because we have a very defined high which occurred early in 2022, late 2021. And we also have a very defined low that occurred towards the second, third quarter of 2022. So this actually gives us a very good retracement from the top to the bottom. And I'm going to show you exactly how we grab those numbers. So from this drawing tool on Thinkorswim, I'm going to go over to the drawings. I'm going to look for that fib retracement, which is this percent-ish looking thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw the top, draw the bottom. Now if I want to get the exact numbers here, I could go ahead and go to Yahoo Finance. I can approximate the date, and then I could go apply and then download an Excel file. So right here I do have that Excel file. I went ahead, applied some filters. Now for the high, I went largest to smallest. For the low, I went smallest to largest, and then I was easily able to grab those exact numbers, which I have right here. So if I'm going to adjust my fib levels to get them perfectly to the high and perfectly to the bottom, well, I have those numbers right there. So 479.98 for the high. So we're going to go ahead, edit properties, 478.98. What about the low? That's 348.11. And then we're going to go ahead and click OK. So now if we want to see where we're at, we're going to go to a lower time frame, the 1 year, 1 day. And now we can see this very clearly. So we have that fib level right there, and it's right around 413.54 for SPY. Now that is essentially the 50% retracement level. That is why we're having so much difficulty getting over this level right now. Now, if we're looking at the area below that, well, that's going to be right around this 38% fib level. That's at 398. And then we have this area right there that's above, and that's going to be the 61% retracement level at 428.98. So these are the key levels that you do want to watch. I mean, if we keep rejecting off this fib level, well, what I think is going to happen is that we're just going to go straight down to this fib level, which happens to line up with that 200-day moving average. So you can see that it's pretty interesting how these things work out. Now let's go ahead, let's look at the Dow, so DIA. And let's go over to the 10-year, 1 day, just so we can see a broader view of this. Let's just draw that fib right there. And let's double check the highs and the lows. So I have that for DIA, that's 369.50 is the high. So let's go ahead and edit that. And then what is the low? The low is 286.62. Click OK. And then we're going to go over to the 1 year, 1 day, so we can see this a little bit closer. And right here, you can see that we're having some resistance right there that is right around that 337.8. And that is at the 61% retracement level. Below that is going to be the 50% retracement level at 328.06. And then notice that that also lines up with that 200-day moving average. Now, even below that, we have the 38% fib retracement level at 318.28. So that's the important levels that you want to watch here. Now let's just zoom out just a little bit more. Let's go back to that 10-year, 1 day. So if we were to get above this fib level right there, well, then the next fib level that we want to pay attention to is that 78% level at 351.76. So that is the upside, and then I already told you the downside. Now, what about for the Qs? All right, so we're going to go ahead, draw that fib level, roughly around there, and then we're going to go ahead, adjust that. So for the Qs, the high is 408.71, and God, that feels like such a long time ago, but it wasn't really that long ago. So 408.71, okay, I have it perfectly right there, perfect. Now 254.26 for the low. All right, so let's just look at this real quick. I don't want to strain my eyes, so I'm going to go to the 1 year, 1 day. Now, where does it look like we're approaching? Well, it looks like we want to approach this 50% retracement level, which is at 331.48. So if we do get there, I think that there is going to be some significant resistance, especially given this monster move that we've had right there. So I think if we do get there, that is when we could see that flush, and then we could just see a pullback, a decent pullback to essentially just consolidate some of this move that we've had. Now, what about to the downside? Well, to the downside, there is that 38% retracement level at 313.25. And then notice that that's kind of lining up with that 50-day moving average, very close to it. And then if we were to get all the way down here to this retracement level, that's going to be right around 290.71, which is the 23% retracement level. And essentially, if we hit this level, then that's probably going to line up with the 200-day moving average, because the 200-day will likely fall down if price action does come down to here. Now, lastly, let's look at the IWM. And let's just draw that fib retracement. Boom, boom. Let's make sure we get our exact numbers right here. So the high is 244.46. And what is the low? The low is 162.50. All right, now let's go ahead. Let's go over to the 1 year, 1 day. So if we're looking at the upside right here, well, we're looking at the 23% retracement level, which is right at 180.184. And notice that that does kind of line up with that 200-day moving average. If we're looking at the downside retracement level, well, that's pretty much going to take us to, what is that? Right at 162.50. So that's pretty much the lows that we were at before. So, you know, obviously right now, IWM doesn't look too hot. You can also see that we have that death cross right there. And, okay, well, what happens if we get above this level? Well, the next fib level above that is going to be the 50% retracement level at 203.48. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you know, if you don't have it written down, definitely do write these numbers down so that you do know when we start breaking above or below these levels. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a good one.